Alright, so if you could introduce yourself, your name and your age.
I'm a Hieu fan, 23 years old.
And then, what kind of genre of music did you listen to in high school?
Back in high school, I listened to a lot of Korean pop music, actually. That is probably where I got started on listening into pop music. I was never too much of a fan of, like, American pop, but for some reason, Korean pop just had, like, all of the catchiest hits. I didn't understand a word of anything happening in the music, but it's just good music.
So in high school, which artist did you admire the most?
In high school, well, pop music is pretty volatile, so you can be, like, popular one year, but the next year you're a nobody. But definitely a solid go-to a group for me was Girls' Generation. They were just always producing just catchy hit music, and they never disappointed with their albums.
Do you still admire them today?
Yeah, definitely. The group has changed a little bit, because it's, as a pop group, they have several members, and then sometimes they cycle members out. So even though they have lost participant members, they still make good music.
Who do you admire today? Who do you admire today?
Today, definitely one of the standout members of the Girls' Generation is the leader of the group, Taeyeon. And, I mean, this group has existed since 2007, but not until lately has she actually gotten, like, solo debut stuff for herself. So it's, like, not until 2016 that your solo career is actually taking off, and she's definitely put in her work, She's been in the pop industry for 9 years, just kind of biding her time and waiting to, like, have something of her own to really express herself as an artist. And,
So what in particular do you admire about her?
what I admire is just her willingness to play the game, like, as with any pop industry, there's politics behind it. It's about, like, whose personality makes money or what people want to see, and she's just definitely always been able to be in the spotlight with her singing abilities and just, general charm.
Other than music, what hobbies do you enjoy?
Definitely a large part that comes with, following certain K-pop artists is also just, I guess, the entertainment of it, because a lot of these people that are in K-pop groups are also kind of like public figures. They have a lot of variety TV shows that star them, so, there's always some new program to be watching your favorite artist in. It's a lot of fun.
Do your friends enjoy the same hobbies?
Definitely not so much right now. All my friends, they're into anime and other video games, so they're not, like, followers of K-pop, but they will definitely recognize the catchy songs when I have them playing.
Back in high school, did your friends enjoy the same kind of music?
Interestingly enough, yeah, I got into K-pop in high school to, meet certain kinds of people. There were definitely a lot of cute Korean girls, so, one way in was to know what they were about, all sorts of K-pop and fun stuff, and just knowing what they know, sharing generally the same interests as them.
Nowadays, do your friends enjoy the same kind of music?
Not so much. We listen to our Japanese music these days now, with, like, different anime openings or whatever indie bands people are into. It's definitely not the same as before.
What kind of hobbies do your friends enjoy?
I enjoy pretty much the basic stuff. Video games, hanging out, watching movies. Yeah, I can't think of anything too special that we do, actually. You think I'm missing anything?
No, we're kind of boring.
No, yeah, we are.
Yeah.
It's not boring. We're just we're dependable. Just look trashy and half dead.
You're good.
Let me know when you're going.
It's going.
It's going.
It's going.
It's going good.
How much time would you say that you spent listening to music in a day?
Generally in a day I will listen from anywhere to maybe 3 or 4 hours of music, because I spend a lot of time at the computer. I study a lot of programming, so it's definitely a lot of time spent there. And when I'm programming, I try not to listen to music with vocals or anything, because it's a little bit distracting, just having to think of what someone is saying. So I'll listen to a lot of definitely electronic or instrumental music.
As a child, how has music impacted you?
Music. When I was a kid, definitely music was something that I could turn to on a bad day, or as all children do, they feel misunderstood or angsty. It was definitely something I would turn to.
So, what kinds of music do your parents and guardians listen to?
My parents definitely listened to, I guess, just a lot of 80s. They came here to the States around then, and they were already pretty fluent in English speaking and just introduced to the culture, so they're pretty Americanized.
Would you say you share any taste with them at all?
Definitely a lot of the classics that they would listen to nowadays when I hear them on maybe an oldie station or so. They're pretty bumpin',
Do you think it is important for people to have music or some form of art in their lives?
Definitely. I feel like it gives you just kind of outlet for catharsis, or I guess or a form of self-expression. Sometimes when you're feeling down, you just listen to that one song. It's like, oh, that song gets me, Whenever I'm feeling down in the dumps, like this artist, the song they made, it's just a perfect explanation of my situation right now. And definitely having that as a child helps you get through some things.
All right. Well, thank you for your time today. Any last words?